It's been a crazy week, but I'm ready to get down to business. On today's broadcast, Personal Capital raises a new round of $75 million, SigFig raises its own round of $40 million, FINRA finds a rep for changing his CRM notes, and more. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winneberg, and thank you for joining me for this week's Advisor Technology News broadcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Right Capital, innovative financial planning software with unique tax planning capabilities. Right Capital features detailed tax projection and retirement distribution modules that allow advisors to illustrate tax-efficient drawdown strategies and Roth IRA conversions. Request your free trial of Right Capital today by visiting fppad.com/rightcapital. This week's top story comes from Personal Capital, as the digital RIA firm recently raised $75 million in Series E funding from one investor, IGM Financial, a Canadian-based financial services company. $50 million was invested immediately, with the other $25 million to be invested next year, bringing Personal Capital's total amount of money raised to $175 million. But what will the company do with the money? According to CEO Bill Harris, Personal Capital will double its advisor headcount from 100 to 200 and increase its development staff from 40 to 60. Funds will also be used to double the company's marketing budget, as Chief Marketing Officer Mark Goines was quoted as saying, "The sad truth is no one knows about Personal Capital." What I find most interesting about this round of fundraising is who made the investment. IGM Financial is an incumbent financial institution, not a venture capital firm, and I find it interesting that none of Personal Capital's prior investors participated in this latest round. This begs the question, why not? Because in another related story this week, SigFig, a San Francisco-based online automated investment service, announced that the company raised $40 million, which includes $7 million in debt funding, bringing its total raise to just under $60 million. Once again, who led SigFig's latest round? If you said an incumbent financial institution, give yourself a gold star, because Eaton Vance was the lead investor. And to the best of my knowledge, its participation marks the company's first investment ever in a startup company. These incumbent players join a growing list of activity in this space, with BlackRock acquiring Future Advisor, Invesco acquiring GemStep, John Hancock acquiring Guide Financial. Remember them? The list goes on. So what does this all mean? The throng of automated investment services who set out to change the way investors invest, make investing simple, etc., are now cozying up with the incumbent financial institutions that many of the startups set out to disrupt in the first place. And I didn't even mention the SigFig partnership with UBS, did I? Oh, and this week, Wells Fargo said it too will announce its own robo-advisor partnership by the end of June. Okay. While I calm down, you can read all about the latest activity over at fppad.com/189, where I've linked to all of this week's top stories. Now on to news about the CRM software you use. This week, Investment News reported about an Ameriprise Financial Services representative who was fined $50,000 and suspended for 1 year by FINRA for backdating and editing client notes in his CRM. The CRM in this case was ACT, and the rep made changes in his notes related to the sale of variable annuities, which were discovered only after an arbitration panel mandated a forensic examination of the rep's computer. So whether you use Redtail, Juncture, Wealthbox CRM, Salesforce, or any other solution, it's critical that your firm be aware how the integrity of client notes, and all records for that matter, is preserved. If you don't know, now might be a good time to conduct a quick audit. Unfortunately, I'm out of time to cover stories on EarnWise from TradePMR, the Password Manager from Dashlane, Max My Interest, and more. So head over to fppad.com/189 to get all the details on this week's top stories. Remember, Bits and Bytes exists because of the support of our sponsors, so be sure to check out Right Capital, financial planning software with built-in tax modules to illustrate tax-efficient drawdown strategies and Roth IRA conversions for your clients. Visit fppad.com/rightcapital today to request a free trial. Now summer has arrived in Atlanta and school just let out, so I'm taking the next week off to disconnect, unplug, and recharge. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bill Winneberg. See you next time. And Roth IRA conversions. Request your free trial of request your free trial mandated a forensic Again, who led Big Sigs? Oh man, I'm so bad in this show. I need to break.